On behalf of the entire Leo Hayes School family, I'm happy to welcome you to the 2024 graduation ceremony. I would like to start by acknowledging that the land in which we gather is on the unsurrendered and unceded traditional lands of the Wolastoqey people. Signed in 1725, the Peace and Friendship Treaties established Mi'kmaq and Wolastoqey titles over these lands and provided rules for ongoing relations between these nations.
To the graduating class of 2024, families, friends, and Leo Hayes staff. As we look back on our 13-year journey that has led us to this moment, particularly the past 4 years here at Leo Hayes, we reflect on our experiences, our accomplishments, and the adversities we faced that have shaped us into the grads we are today. For some, the past 4 years flew by in the blink of an eye, and for others, the time may have dragged on for what felt like forever. Regardless of our high school experiences, we can all agree that we have all grown as human beings since we first walked through those doors in September 2020. We started high school in the middle of a global pandemic with very uncertain futures, and now many of us are starting this next chapter with futures just as uncertain. The truth is, we don't have to have it all figured out just yet. Each and every one of us has potential to do incredible things in this world, and it's time for us to get out there and figure out who we are and what makes us us. None of this would be possible without the support and guidance of our teachers, coaches, mentors, and every member of Leo Hayes High School staff who worked tirelessly to get us to this stage today. They believed in us, pushed us, and inspired us to reach higher. To our families and friends, you cheered for us through triumphs and setbacks, successes and failures, and the ups and downs of being a teenager. Your unwavering love and support have been a key factor in what has helped us reach this milestone. Although this moment may be filled with mixed emotions, we can look back on all our fun moments at Leo Hayes and smile. We'll remember our many spirit days, theme weeks, sporting events, and grad events where we all came together to celebrate and show off our school pride. It has been a privilege to be a Lion, and I hope we can all look back on our years at this school and remember the good times, the bad times, the times that made us want to just hurry up and graduate, and the times that made us never want to leave. It's time to walk out of Leo Hayes High School one last time as students and take with us the lessons we've learned, the bonds we've formed, and the memories we've created. No matter what lies ahead, we have what it takes to be successful. Good luck, graduating class of 2024. We will do amazing things.
I am honored to be here today to congratulate our 2024 graduates. Congratulations to all of you for reaching this important milestone in your life. Seeing all of you over the past few weeks, enjoying all the grad events, it is clear to me that you are ready to transition to the next chapter in your life. Each of you have grown in a way that you should be so very proud of. I'm sure that all of you have very mixed feelings on this day, which is probably a blend of excitement and maybe some sadness. On one hand, you feel excited and pumped and ready for this new chapter, stepping out into a completely new world where you're going to find more freedom than probably school life. Well, on the other hand, you're probably feeling a bit worried, maybe even anxious, as you transition away from school, family, and friends. Be gentle with yourself in the coming months as you figure out your next steps. One of my favorite quotes can serve as a good reminder as you start your next chapter. To handle yourself, use your head. To handle others, use your heart. Graduates, you are absolutely ready for this next chapter because not only have you learned the important academic outcomes, but you learned the importance of connections, relationships, respecting other people's opinions, even if they do not align with yours. And most importantly, you have learned what it means to be a good human being with a strong moral compass that is going to guide you. When things get hard, remember that you can do hard things. But it's also okay to ask for help and lean on people who use their heart with you. None of us succeed without the support of your friends and your family. And to you, the families, you also deserve a lot of credit. You have stayed by them as they maneuvered the school system all the way from kindergarten right till this very day. School's not easy for everyone, but it's important to acknowledge that kindness, creativity, tenacity, and being a good human being is equally, if not more significant, to make our world a better place. And finally, to the support staff, the teachers, everybody who works at Leo Hayes, like any production, behind the scenes, there is a huge commitment, love, and dedication to all of our students and especially our graduates. Your care is commendable, and it is a privilege to work with such a strong school family here at Leo Hayes. I'm going to leave you with one last quote. You don't have to see the whole staircase. You just have to take the first step. Congratulations, graduates. You made it. The Governor General's Academic Medal, established in 1873, recognizes students who have achieved the highest academic average. On behalf of the Governor General of Canada, I am so pleased to present the Academic Medal to Abdelaziz El-Said.
Hello, everyone. Bonjour. Quay. My name is Madison Staples, and I am endlessly honored to be standing before you today as the valedictorian for the class of 2024. I would like to begin by sharing some words of gratitude for those who have helped me reach this monumental moment in my life. First and foremost, I want to give the biggest thank you to my wild, wonderful family. From middle school meltdowns to know-it-all snark, they have truly seen it all and continue to love me unconditionally every day. I also know that I would not be here today without the support of countless incredible teachers and administrators. Even though we all experienced great uncertainty in the global pandemic that shall not be named, I was never uncertain about my place in Leo Hayes classrooms. You have all gone beyond the above and beyond, and for that, you should be so very proud. However, I would like my fellow peers to know that I am, and always have been, the most thankful for them. Over the years, every single one of you has shaped the person I've become. In the 8th grade, on my last day inside Devon Middle, I vividly remember clutching a trash bag full of things from my locker with tears streaming down my face. Everything was changing, and change is scary. I'm sure many of you have a similar memory. Even if it wasn't at the school, even if it wasn't until a while later, I'm certain that we all had the moment of realization that our lives were going to be different. Instead of playing in your game next weekend, you'd be stuck at home. Instead of going on that Quebec trip you were dreaming about, you'd be forced to watch the chaos unfolding on TV. But while others were out panic buying toilet paper, I believe that our grade in particular did a fantastic job at focusing on what we could control rather than what we could not. And in this uncertain world, we discovered that we could control our attitudes. Through video calls and random social media trends like Tiger King and Strawberry Cow and Subway Surfer story times, we were able to stay connected with one another. Though we often look back at this time and cringe, it's important to recognize what it got us through, how it helped us save our smiles. These same positive attitudes were present on the first day of 9th grade, our first day of high school. Half of our friends were not there with us to help us navigate, and half of our faces were covered, hindering us from making new ones. Yet still, we participated in scavenger hunts, placed our hands on the Commitment to Graduate banner, and looked towards a brighter tomorrow. As many of you may know, I'm a huge fan of inspirational, occasionally sappy quotes, and it wouldn't be any fun if I didn't include one for you today. From one of my favorite authors, Oscar Wilde, it states, "It takes a great deal of courage to see the world in all its tainted glory and still to love it." This is what I have seen you all do every day, not just in high school during the pandemic, but long before then, way back in my kindergarten class. It is also a practice that has continued beyond the lifted restrictions when we have faced challenges in both our local and global communities. Our generation has tackled social issues head-on, addressing anti-bullying tactics, Black, Indigenous, and POC issues, 2S LGBTQ+ rights, food insecurity, equitable opportunities for people of all abilities, and much more. For my grade 11 English class, I wrote an essay, Flaming 1984 by George Orwell. Why? Because I strongly believed it was too dark a portrayal of our world. In the novel, the main character, Winston, is living in a society that is under constant surveillance by the government. When he chooses to rebel against this system, he is eventually found out and punished for his crimes, forced to go back to obeying the strict rules put in place. At the end, the reader is left with crushed hope and fear. This led me to believe that the book is not as productive as many say it is, because fear notoriously extinguishes hope, and hope is the exact thing that would save us from meeting a fate like Winston's. All this to say, this is the reason I am inspired by you all. Against all odds, you have made it today because you refuse to let the bad in this world drag you down. Always fierce advocates, not afraid to be yourselves, and the first to stand up when someone else needs help. You are the embodiment of wildflowers, growing in the places they least expect, bringing color to the environments that need it most. My hope for us as a grad class is that while we move into our futures and grow into who we're meant to be, we keep that little firefly of hope within ourselves. We may no longer be together under one roof, sharing many of the same experiences, but we will be carrying out the same joy, bringing the same light with us into our travels, our workplaces, our universities, our apprenticeships, and beyond. I can see it now. Tomorrow really is bright. I will leave you with one more quote, simply because I can't resist. S.E. Hinton sums it all up best in The Outsiders. Stay gold. Chi Williwan. Merci. Thank you.